Record. Okay, so Mother's Day is coming. And as well, spring cleaning is happening. I know you're spring cleaning your houses. I know that you have product on your shelf that perhaps you don't want there anymore. Who can relate? How many of you have ever bought a limited edition product because you thought it was going to sell out and you over purchased and then it wasn't as popular as you thought it would be? How many of you have underbought though, and then it sells out and then you're panicking and trying to find them? Right? It's hard to predict. It's always hard to predict every single year. I'd rather err on the side of owning too much than owning too little, just because I'd rather be able to use that for other things. So I don't usually view things like Christmas things and things like that as a scarcity issue. If I have too many of them, it's okay because they keep, at least a year, most of the time 3 years. Okay, don't keep them forever. I'll never forget when Helen Zucchelli was moving into hospice care. She was my adopted director, and she had a gingerbread body care set that was before I'd started purchasing, which was 10 years before that. And I picked up the lotion and shook it, and it was just liquidy. And then the lid came off, and it was just gingerbread scented water everywhere. And she had COPD, so she's got this like oxygen tank, and she's trying to breathe through the smell of like gross old gingerbread. Don't do that. Cycle it through. Give it away. It's fine. Okay. But at this point at the time of the year, you're looking at your inventory like I did. You're looking at the stuff that you maybe have too much of. And really, this is a strategic decision. All stores start with an inventory purchase, right? They would make a big loan from the bank. They would purchase, let's say, $50,000 worth of inventory. When they want more stuff, they don't go out and get another loan. Chances are, if they're running a storefront, they're still in the red. They can't go out and get any loan. So what do? They liquidate some of the older stuff. And that's all you're doing when you move some product out. Remember, at all times, remember that you purchased that product at a wholesale price. A lot of times you got it at an even better deal. How many of you overbuy the product of the month? I do. Because seriously, such a good deal. And then I know I'm making more profit on it. And I know that even if I have to blow it out at half price, I'm still making more money. Right? So let's put it into example. For example, how many of you have lots of those multi-masking pods? No? Few of you? I had like 20 on my shelf still. Because I had done an open house with the shower curtain to divide off and the masks and the whole thing. And then the Alberta government was like, no, you can't even gather in houses at all. So I thought, if I can't see my mom for Christmas, I'm not bringing in some guy, or not guy, but some person into my house, a customer into my house to shop. So I had too many because I had relied on those impulse purchases. Like they're just going to pick them up and want them. Right? So I've been running a VIP of the month club in my Facebook group. So one thing I've been doing every month is looking at my insights, looking at my top 10 contributors, and then doing a draw from there. And then that winner gets a little bundle of fun stuff. Well, guess what? Those multi-masking pods are easily split up. You do not have to give all 4. And so all you do is write the whole box off as a gift or hostess, and then you can split them up and use them for things. Now, I've already done that, and I still have a whole bunch. And so I thought, I'm going to clear out my inventory. And one thing I really thought about is there are so many mothers out there that don't get Mother's Day gifts. Their kids are being homeschooled sometimes in some areas of the country, so they're not making Mother's Day gifts with their mom to give to themselves. And even if they are, it's usually macaroni art. Some like the necklace made with beads that you probably will, of course, wear every day, and love and cherish forever. But like, not really enough value that you can feel like, yeah, that for sure counts for all the time that I've put into you. And a lot of husbands are not buying Mother's Day gifts. And now when you're looking at some provinces are not allowing things like non-essentials at all, they can't even go shopping. So women purchase their own. Now, you've probably seen there's those bouquet ones that are out right now. You've seen them probably floating around Facebook. Now, I've done those. I don't sell a lot of them. You know why? Because my customers are the moms. And they don't feel like they should purchase something that fancy for themselves. It feels weird to buy yourself a bouquet of flowers. Fair? I mean, unless you're at Costco and you just grab one, that's different. But like getting yourself some fancy bouquet and being like, oh yeah, my husband bought this for me, but I really did, feels weird. So then I thought, I have all of these boxes. I have these boxes left over from those mini collections at Christmas, because of course I pillaged those. You guys don't keep your sets together after a while. I just totally Genghis Khan those things. I just like plunder and pillage, take them apart and then count them differently. You've got the mystery bar, not mystery boxes. The that was a lipstick that is now lipstick lidless in my floor. Please don't let me step on it. You have what are they? The Beauty Moments boxes, right? Probably a lot of them. How many of you have a lot of them? Yeah, and single moms, right, Sarah? They don't get any gifts. They really don't. So, but then what's kind of cool is that if you buy a gift for yourself and you know what you're getting, it's not quite so exciting. But if you buy a gift for yourself and you're not sure what's inside, that's appealing. That's a mystery. So I started doing mystery boxes. And the way I hyped them up in my group and individually was I really talked about Mother's Day is coming, and chances are you're going to be disappointed again. Not by your children, I hope, but by the gift giving abilities of your family. So what if you bought yourself a mystery box? So hang on, my daughter is not paying attention that I am on a Zoom. Sorry. She's staring at me. You know, when dogs stare at you, like they want to go outside, she's just like staring. You're welcome. So I looked at it like, if I gave you a mystery box and I gave you 85 to 100 bucks worth of stuff for $50, y'all know I'm a good gift giver. And I really kind of promoted it like that. Like, who's ever gotten a gift from me that their husband bought for them or whatever? There's lots more in there than they paid for. And they all go, yeah, she's a great gift giver. She always gives good stuff. And plus, don't forget, I've been doing the VIP of the month and super spoiling my VIP, like full-size product and Cricut handmade things and like the whole deal. Because if you want people to do something, you've really got to be very generous. So I've been doing it 85 and above. And I go like, you know, I'm probably going to put more than 85 bucks worth. Like, I don't do it right on the dot, you know. But this is the perfect opportunity for you to customize that mystery box with limited edition items. Because yes, I customize them for her. I do say, I'll take into account your personal preferences. If I know she does not even wear makeup, I'm not going to put a paparazzi pink lipstick in there. You know, like that's just rude. She's going to look at it like, thanks, Carol. You know, and if I know what skincare line she's on or anything else, I look back at her profiles. I look at what she might be running low on that she maybe hasn't splurged on for herself. I look at things that maybe were on her wish list. I look through the Facebook group and see what she maybe commented on. Like, oh, cool, or whatever. This is a great opportunity for you to kind of customize the box. So all I do, and this is not actually a customer's box. I literally threw like a whole bunch of stuff in here in my office so that I could show you. But the first thing is take a piece of tissue paper, fold it in half so it's all pretty, and stick it in. And then in this one, let's say, remember when we got the lights on it, the hydrating lotion, 2-in-1 body wash and shave, when those were products of the month. And now I have tons of the hydrating lotion because my customers love the 2-in-1, but they don't usually buy this one because they've never tried it. So the other advantage of this is when they try it, they'll love it, they'll rebuy. So you have to be careful when you're doing this, that you also include items that are still available for purchase. Because if they love it, they'll want more. Fair? So let's say I've got that in there. And then, you know, these little mini blending sponge sets, you don't have to put all 4. You can split them up. You can put 2 in there. You can put just 1 in there. Okay, you can put in maybe, how many of you bought miracle sets when they were on sale? And then of course you pillaged your miracle sets. And how many of you like me have like 47 eye creams? So many eye creams. You get an eye cream and you get an eye cream. Like so many night creams and so many eye creams. And so that's what I'm going to do. Throw that in there, right? I'm going to maybe put in, oh, look, cleansing bar. They went on sale. That's not a big, huge thing. Now, look, that's a pretty sizable, right? What are we at here? $44, $70, $90 worth of stuff. I'm going to take a couple of masking pods, chuck them in there. And then look, I've got a little purple palette. Remember these, the foil eyeshadow duos? That's $110 worth of stuff. And then, do you guys save these bags? Do you also sometimes get prizes from your director that you maybe didn't so much love? Or you get sometimes $600 ordering bonuses that you don't so much love? For me, if it doesn't go in my ears, it goes on my shelf for gifts. Now, being a director, sometimes I have extras of things I purchased to do as prizes, and then none of y'all earned it. And I'm stuck, just kidding. But sometimes I have lots of extra little things. So what I do then is I throw in some jewelry. Like this was an ordering bonus a long time ago that I gave for my team. I had one left over, put them in here, put that in there. Then all you do is fold the tissue back over and put a little bow around this whole thing and look it, voila. Mystery box done. On your invoices, you want to be able to do 2 invoices. On hers, it's just going to say mystery box. On yours, you're going to put the specific items that you put in there and discount them accordingly to make it equal to $50. Be careful. Go ahead, Crystal.
I have a question. For pink office users, I was doing that with my Easter sales. So I created like an Easter bunny package, and then I put Easter bunny, sent it to my customer with the price, and then I went back in and adjusted everything and what I actually sold to her. And she got the adjusted one. So I don't know how that works.
Oh, I only screen cap it. I don't send it as an email.
So even if I adjust it, then she'll still get the adjusted one?
If you send it as an email, she gets the adjusted one.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I make it a screenshot.
Okay.
That way my inventory is not all messed up. And by the way, and I see you, I'm going to come to you. But if you are doing, like if you've already taken these products out of your inventory and written them off, like limited edition, all you have to do then is add them back into your inventory and then sell them again. Does that make sense? You add them back in as though they cost you nothing. Go ahead, Anna.
So I've actually kind of been working with my receipts and just pulling back the pink copy and then writing on my copy and then the yellow copy. Is that okay to be doing? Because then like they see, like you said, like the title of it and then the dollar value, but then on my copy, I still write it. And
I would say that's okay, Anna. Like I haven't used a paper receipt in like 3 years.
That's fair.
It saves my bacon to use Pink Office. And now that we have my customers, that is pretty awesome. So I would suggest transitioning to a digital program, mostly because when they say, I don't know what foundation shade I am, I don't have to go through 47 file folders to find it and old like receipts. And if I need to reprint it or anything else, it's right there. As somebody who is disorganized, trust me, that is my lifesaver thing. More questions. Sorry. I thought I saw, Crystal, is it you or are you just adjusting? Okay. It looked like you were like waving at me. Okay. So when you're marketing this, you can't just market this once and post it and be like, I have mystery boxes. Who wants one? And then you just hear that cricket noise. And then you're like, why did I make all these mystery boxes? First of all, don't make any in advance. Do not make a single one. Here's what I did. I marketed it by taking that picture from Mary Kay that comes with the PCP, the pink bow picture. And I just wrote on there like $50 gift box, 85 or more in products. And you know, I'm going to throw in some free stuff, some fun stuff. That's it. And then I took 5 boxes and I wrapped a bow around all 5 boxes and I stacked them up. And I was like, I'm so excited to give these to the 5 people who've already ordered their mystery boxes. No 5 people had ordered their mystery boxes. But you know, it's that Walmart philosophy, right? When you walk by the movie bin, if no one's looking in the movie bin, you're not going to stop at the movie bin. And as soon as you start like looking in the movie bin, someone else joins you. They want what other people have. So it starts to create that sense of momentum. When you do sell them as well, and I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not going to look at the first picture and be like, no one commented on that. What is she talking about? Because she knows I'm getting messages. Maybe I'm phoning other people, right? I can sell these in lots of different ways. So then you're thinking about, okay, do you like to be surprised? Think about when you were a little kid and you went and you had $5 to spend at the dollar store or whatever. How many of you were likely to grab the cute surprise bags they used to have? How many of us in the days when they used to put prizes in cereal picked the cereal based on the prize they might get? You know, how many of us, or your kids even, who've collected the Lego guys, even though they didn't know what was going to be inside? Or any of those things, Kinder Eggs, anything like that. We like that sense of mystery. There's also a sense of brand awareness in there too, because they know they're getting Mary Kay. They're not getting a big bunch of crap. Do not unload some gross old foundation on her. That's not her shade. This is not the time. Okay. I don't know what to do with that, but don't, like, if she's of the Caucasian persuasion, do not try and give her a bronze 9 foundation and be like, oh, look, I had extras of these. Okay. Yeah. If you're looking for prizes like jewelry, things like that, Ardene's is a great place. They have 2 for $5 grab bags. You know, you have Bumblebee. You know how many times I've given Mary Kay branded jewelry to people and they love it? Love it. They're inspiring and cute. And you know, I've given them one, like any of those, the ones that we used to have, the banded ones that we had before and things like that. I've given lots of those away. You can also put in things like, you remember when we had the charcoal mask sets and we had the gray cloth? You put that in. You can put headbands in that we've had before. The white, you know, headband that came with, so what did it come with? I don't even know. That jade face roller, if you have another one of those rose quartz face rollers, you can put in, how many of you have extra, I'm going to do this motion, you know, the clampy thing, the eyelash curlers. How many of you have those? Right? You have cat's eye kits maybe that you over purchased. You can give some of those away. Like you can split some of that stuff up. And don't forget, when you bought that, you got a deal buying it as a set. So now when you split it up, you are still making money, even if you sell it at $50 for $85 worth of stuff. And it's such a great way for you to keep promoting all the way through April to the beginning of May. But you have to start now. Because a lot of mine have already opened theirs, which means they may want another one. I read a meme that said, anything you buy between now and Mother's Day counts as a Mother's Day gift. I'm like, sounds good. And I mean, my husband's a great gift giver for that. But, you know, there's lots of them. Oh, perfect palettes. Yeah. And remember, we had the ones that were like the Feel Fierce palettes, things like that. They were all like, we sold them as sets. And of course, being the overzealous person I am, I put them all together in the thing and then threw away the stupid clamshells. So now it's like, it all has to be together. So great. That's a great way to get rid of that. I had old, like medium to deep bronzers, and I had other stuff like that come into those packages. The other thing I did is I really looked at my vintage product, and I really mean vintage. I had 3 night solutions. I don't know why I was hanging on to them. I transitioned everybody over, right? I know. It's like, maybe I'll want this, or someone will want it. So I blew those out at half price. So all I did was I created an event. So how many of you are, first of all, Facebook rules are annoying. And just when you get Facebook, they're going to change it all. Just so you know, right? Like whatever you were trained on a year ago is all wrong now, right? So I find that most of my posts, even if I don't have a dollar sign in it, get flagged as sale. Your listing is under review. Makes me crazy. So what I did this time was I did a spring cleaning event within my Facebook group. And that way it is private. They can only join the event if they're part of that Facebook group. Because then you have to go to your group first, then click events and create an event within it. And so then all I did was I spring cleaned them out. You know, my eye creams, I did them at half price. I did night creams at $20 off. And yeah, okay, maybe I'm losing some money, but I don't care. Because why do I need 40 eye creams? Like, I had so many eye creams. So many eye creams. And then I did a little photo like group of things that I just really quickly created on Piccollage or Canva of the items that I had one of or three of, like from my vintage collection. Contour sticks and rose gold highlighter sticks and stuff like that. And just put the original price and the 50% off. And the first person to comment, it was like sold, sold, sold. I sold all 3 night solutions. Like at $26.50 each when I've already written them off. Sounds good to me. Fair? So there's lots of choices that you can make with your inventory. I don't want you though to start selling off your inventory and then be like, look at all the money I made that I can now spend on shoes. That is embezzling. Your business is your business. If you choose to put that money into other products, that's fair. If you choose to put it into your travel fund for when we can travel with Mary Kay events again, that's fair. If you choose to purchase office equipment with it or a computer, that's fair. Taking it to your personal life, make sure you are accounting for that and putting at least the amount that those things cost you back into your business and only spending the profit that you made on it. Now, that being said, if you were overzealous in your inventory purchasing, and you all know we've all been there, maybe you were working for something or working for a car or whatever, and you've just got a level that you are not comfortable with, that is a different story. That is a different story. I don't want you guys with so much product on your shelf that you feel paralyzed by it. I think the biggest mistake a beauty consultant can make is too much inventory. And guess what else the biggest mistake a beauty consultant can make? Not enough inventory. You got to hit the sweet spot where you feel like I have enough, and if I have to order, that's okay. And I don't need to have every single shade of every single thing at 5 times the quantities. But I'm smart enough to look at what I normally sell and make sure I have those things in stock, especially for the customers who, you know, they're like on their last squirt of CC cream before they call you. Those ones, right? If you have that foundation customer that is the only one that's beige C140 and matte, and she never calls till she is like cut it open already, yeah, you're going to order 1 extra of those. Things like that. Keep your inventory at a healthy level. And so my advice would be to look at your quart of sales. Take a look at your quart of sales. What did you do last year? And you should at least have, I would say, 1/10 of that at the very bare minimum. And when I say that, I mean, like if you did 30,000 last year, you should at least have 3,000 wholesale on your shelf. At least. And that's really not enough at 30,000. Okay. A lot of the old tapes are going by when the Miracle set was what, like $75. So they're saying like you should have 3,000 on your shelf. That is unrealistic. That's not enough. I could fit $3,000 worth of inventory in here. You know, like that's not very much stuff. How many of you have done a great big order and it comes to the door and it's like 2 boxes and you're thinking, that was a lot though. There's a lot of product. So just be careful, be strategic. Look at what you sell and what you do not, so that when you are going to go purchase things that are vintage, or not vintage, but will be one day, the limited edition items. If you don't sell a lot of bright lipsticks, for example, look at your office. And this is where working from my customers or working from Pink Office is the smartest thing in the world, because you can look and see what your most sold product is. You can sort it by the lipsticks and see what shade you sell most often. So then when the new lip kit comes out and the bright pink lip kit comes out, you don't buy 9 of the bright pink ones, even though you never sell anything brighter than raisin berry or whipped berries or whatever it was. Do you know what I mean? You'd need a whole new customer base to sell that. And that's not, I mean, yes, go get a new customer base. We'd love it. But right now, especially during a pandemic, when you can't leave your house, it's pretty hard to warm chatter. It's pretty hard to get a new customer base when, you know, people are staying 6 feet apart. People came over to talk about my Cadillac today, and I sort of like threw business card packages at them. Like, I didn't even want to get close enough to do the handoff. You know, I was like, here, just take a present. So think about that. I just want you to be really strategic. I think really honestly, when we're looking at being a business owner, you are a business owner. I don't care if you sell $1,000 in a year or 30,000 or 50,000. You're running a store, and a person who runs a store does it effectively. They don't keep product on hand until it's dusty and moldy, right? They cycle it through. They work through that stuff. They don't buy it again if they already had 50 on their shelves. I don't care if it's on sale. Don't do it. If you do happen to do something like purchase 27 cream to powder foundations because they were on sale, even though you never sold a cream to powder in your whole life, then I guess now's the time to start demoing it a lot. That's the other thing they do. If you think about it, look at a store. The end cap, the end of the aisle is the featured product that they're giving a discount on. Sometimes it's not a big discount. Do you ever find that? It looks like a really big deal, and then you're like, it's 10 cents off. But it's featured, it's all like laid out pretty. Somebody's talked about it a lot. You're going to purchase it. So that is what you're thinking about when you're looking at things like this. So my biggest takeaways from this are create at least one mystery box, or just take the image. Really promote how good of a gift giver you are. Maybe take a picture of some of the jewelry you're going to be putting into these surprise boxes. Promote it, promote it, promote it, promote it. That means talk about it at least once a day in your group, right? Talking about, like, I love wrapping mystery boxes. I love surprising my people. Don't make a ton in advance. Don't spend a ton of energy on it. They're individual, so that you're not panicking because now you have all these mystery boxes you have to undo. Like at Christmas when you make all these baskets and then nobody buys the basket. Now you're taking it apart. Okay, don't do that. By the way, did you know that Goo Gone starts on fire when you apply a heat gun to it? Because I do. Because I was trying to get adhesive off of a gift basket, and then I put some Goo Gone on, and that wasn't working fast enough. So I grabbed my heat gun from scrapbooking days, and all of a sudden there was smoke and fire. Don't do it. Very bad. Sarah, what did you just, sorry. I sold more subtle tanning lotions 2 days than I have since they came out because of the Visley post with the discount. That's right. Oh, sorry, dogs. Whatever. Hey, whatever you promote, you'll sell. That's why we do discounts sometimes, because you're talking about it then. Fair? So think about it like that. Create a mystery box. Make sure you're creating a demand for it, and keep going with it all the way through May. And don't forget, there's still a market a week after Mother's Day when disgruntled mothers are like, are you kidding me? I sell tons of product after Christmas as Christmas presents that people buy for themselves. All right. Any questions? Anyone? Des is going to draw.
Who's feeling lucky? Okay. I'll turn the camera around, maybe.
Dog was barking at Scott coming home. Like, really.
Lois Murphy!
Who is it?
Lois Murphy?
Lois Murphy. Congrats, Lois.
Woohoo! Oh, and Piro Martillo is a wine. I Googled it.
It is a wine. She Googled it. You'd think I'd know that, but I don't drink reds. That would be wine. I like it. I like it. All right. Any questions before I let you guys go enjoy the rest of your Wednesday? All right. Blow out some of that inventory. Get rid of it.
Thank
Wow. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.